Hi, my name is Doug Bittle with Cyclery, and we're here today to talk just a little bit about the new Trek 6 Series Madone, of which I'm a proud owner of. This particular bike is equipped with Shimano's new Di2 electronic shifting system, which we'll talk about later on. And we're going to do a quick overview of some of the features of this bike, and then we're going to take it out for a test spin, see how it rides. I'd like to just mention real quickly the raw material, the raw carbon that goes into the making of one of these OCLV frames. Hex SL carbon is really the heart and soul of this bike, where it all starts out. Sold exclusively to Trek Bicycles by Hexel Corporation. Interestingly enough, this carbon is only sold to NATO countries. It has a lot of uses in aerospace and defense applications and things like that. It's a very high modulus, high strength carbon, and it's the heart and soul of the OCLV carbon frame. All these things being said, let's take a look at what makes this bike unique from a manufacturing perspective. Okay, I've got a little bit of a stripped down version of a carbon frame here just to talk about a couple of the manufacturing points that I wanted to cover here. OCLV stands for Optimum, Compaction, Low Void. Two parts to that equation. Optimum compaction means that when this carbon has been laid up into its mold and the bladder is inserted and inflated, it is compressing that carbon into the mold to ensure that there are no voids. Low void, just what it says. There are no voids in this frame. There are not going to be any pockets or air bubbles, anything like that, spots that can create a weakness. I've had the privilege of visiting the OCLV room at Trek, witnessing the manufacturing process, and it truly is amazing, the workmanship, craftsmanship, and quality control that goes into the production of one of these OCLV frames. Okay, I'd like to talk about a couple features that make this bike so unique and so really stiff and responsive. First thing is BB90. This is a 90 millimeter wide bottom bracket, extremely stiff and responsive. This bike doesn't do anything but go forward when you step on the pedals. It's really an amazing experience to ride one of these bikes. Another thing, if you look at the seat tube here, you can see how wide it gets right here. That just helps in the lateral stiffness and stability of this bike. The other thing, if you look at this left chainstay, we have asymmetric chainstays on this bike. Thin chainstay here, a very stiff and stout chainstay on this side to counteract the drive force on this side. Again, this bike goes nowhere but forward when you stomp on the pedals. It really is amazing. Another really cool feature on the Trek bike is Do-A-Trap Ready speed and cadence sensor here. Basically, this piece right here removes. You plug in your speed and cadence sensor right here. No need for a bunch of ugly zip ties around the frame to hold the speed and cadence sensor in place. Really super clean design, works with any ANT Plus computer. A couple other unique features design-wise on this bike. Like I mentioned before, this bike is very stiff and responsive going forward. It's also very vertically compliant this way, which means it's a comfortable riding bike. And one of the ways that this is achieved, if you look at the tubes, this tube thick here, thinner this way. Same with the chainstay here, which translates into just amazing vertical compliance this way, yet maintains stiffness and rigidity this way for going forward. Really unique design. As far as the fork and head tube go, we have a 1.5 inch and an 1/8 tapered head tube on this bike, which is pretty standard on a lot of bikes right now. Trek's taken it one step further. They have an E2 tapered steer tube on this bike. If you look at the steer tube from this way, thin this way, compliance this way, comfort, it's able to flex a little bit this way. Turn it this way though, and it gets thick right here, very wide, which translates into stability, responsiveness, cornering, and handling of the bike. Very unique design. Okay, we've got my Madone back here, and as I'd mentioned earlier, this is equipped with Shimano's new electronic shifting system, Dura-Ace Di2. Di2 stands for Digital Integrated Intelligence. It's electronic shifting system, and I got to tell you, it is simply amazing. When the Shimano crew came in and showed us this stuff, we were all very skeptical. We'd seen some electronic shifting earlier years, and but I tell you, a half hour after we had ridden and looked at this stuff, we all had huge smiles on our face, because this stuff is amazing. It is dialed. It's 100% precise shifting 100% of the time. It is simply amazing. So let's take a quick look at how this stuff works. What powers this electronic system here? And if you take a look here, we have a small lithium-ion battery that is clipped in here. It's removable and rechargeable. This battery will allow you to ride approximately anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 miles. How do you know when the battery needs to be recharged? There's this neat little LED display right here, and all you have to do is press one of the shift buttons, and you'll get an LED that lights up here. Green means you have a full charge. Flashing green, about a half charge. Red, you need to start watching what you're doing. Flashing red needs to be recharged. So let's see where I'm at right here. I'm at red, so I need to get this battery recharged here pretty quick, or I'm going to run out. Real quick and easy way to tell where your battery life is at. All right, let's take a quick look and see how this stuff shifts. Basically, I'm going to shift the front derailleur right now. You have two buttons basically on the brake lever up front, just like you would have with a regular dual control lever. Let's go ahead and shift up to the big chainring. Quick, easy, precise shift every time with a push of a button. It's really amazing. Go ahead and shift the back. Again, just two buttons on this right side lever. Literally just the push of a button and you're shifting. One of the coolest features of this is we have an auto trim feature on the front derailleur. So as you shift in the back, the front derailleur will automatically trim itself to eliminate any chain rub that you may run into. All right, so there's a quick overview of the 6 Series Madone with Shimano's Di2 kit on it. Let's go take this bike for a ride.